UK government to pay 80% of wages for employees not working.
Here's a summary of the article.
The government will pay the wages of employees unable to work due to the coronavirus pandemic, in a radical move aimed at protecting people's jobs. It will pay 80% of salary for staff who are kept on by their employer, covering wages of up to £2,500 a month. The Chancellor said the move would mean workers should be able to keep their jobs, even if their employer could not afford to pay them. The government has faced huge pressure to intervene to support workers to prevent mass unemployment, as anti-virus measures have seen many firms' revenues evaporate almost overnight. The wage package is the latest in a series of government moves aimed at easing the burden on businesses and their employees. Employers have to accept that the government is doing something they would have never imagined the UK government to do. At 80% of wages up to £2,500 a month, it is a scheme more generous than some of the high-welfare Scandinavian countries.
This post received a score of 77,297, with an upvote ratio of 95%. Here are the top comments in response to this article.
This has saved my job. Such a nice start to the weekend.
Excellent news, my friend. It's all gone to shit, but knowing you have some stability during this crazy time is so important. You can kick back and chill for now at least. Enjoy your weekend as best you can.
Glad to hear my bros in the UK are financially safe, but I'm fucking terrified here in the States. I survived the first cut of jobs and am a part of the remaining skeleton crew that was left, 2 guys to do a 20-man team's work, and IDK how long the company can last till it decides to say fuck it and gets rid of the skeleton crew. I've been on pins and needles since Monday. I hope the US does something like this quick, cause those 2 checks they have coming won't be enough to keep me from losing my house and ending up homeless on the street if my job doesn't survive this quarantine.
Basically allowing companies under 500 employees a bunch of benefits to hopefully enable them to continue running. 80 hours of paid sick leave per employee at no cost to the company. This counts for employees with kids who are in a state with closed schools. Payroll tax as well is being halted and companies are supposed to use that money to pay salaries instead. Companies can request funds if the payroll tax savings aren't enough to cover the sick leave for now. This doesn't affect large businesses though, the assumption is they need to take care of their employees with similar measures.
I've just been informed that as of Monday, I'm working 2 weeks on, 2 weeks off. Obviously this means I'm getting 50% wage. So would this apply to me? Could I claim the missing wage portion from the government?
I think in this case your employer could instead furlough half the people in your role, pay them the 80% salary from the government and keep the other half on full-time.
Names in a hat time.
A lot of people might volunteer to stay home so they'd have less chance of being infected.
I was actually thinking being home would be the more attractive option.
So names in a hat for who stays home time.
Oi mates, it's me, your long-lost countryman. Make America British again.
Long live the British colonies of North America.
We weren't dumping your tea in a harbour, we were just pouring a big cuppa.
I unironically made this joke in Boston in July last year, somehow they didn't like it. When you end it with, well they do say imitation is the biggest form of flattery, they especially get mad. Lol, you must have been with some pretty humorless, stuck-up people. I think most people around here in Mass. Joke easily about the Revolutionary era. It's too long ago to take seriously.
This video was automatically created by Reddit to speech. The article and comments in this video were selected from Reddit according to their upvotes, and any paraphrasing was performed by smmry.com, without any human intervention.